Welcome to this presentation on OpenShift Anywhere with F5 Distributed Cloud Module 4 using DNS load balancing services to configure an SRE blue-green environment. So what are the business goals of an SRE team? Their goals simply are to reduce downtime and risk by having two identical production environments and also having the ability to serve rapidly, test code, and roll back if need be. F5 DNS services is critical to helping affect these or helping to enhance these types of operations, providing rollback, DNS load balancing, and seamlessly transitioning from one to the next. So we'll see in our configuration that we have a distributed DNS load balancer, and we're going to configure two environments. We have app v1, which is the blue environment, and app v2, which is the green environment. In this demonstration, we're going to have two setups within AWS using ROSA in two separate availability zones. There are three steps that we're going to do to configure. First, we're going to configure the cloud DNS load balancer to direct traffic to the blue cluster, so a single site. Then we're going to deploy and test the new application or the same application in the green cluster, and then switch the traffic from blue to green. So, for the purposes of this demonstration, we're using a very simple book info application, which has 4 microservices, 3 versions of the reviews, and a V1 blue without rating, and V2 or green with rating. So this is how we're going to distinguish between the two environments, but ultimately you'd want consistency with applications. So let's navigate to the two clusters that we have configured in two different availability zones. We have cluster 1 and cluster 2. In the OpenShift configuration. Now we're going to configure the cloud DNS load balancer through the F5 UI. We'll see the F5 distributed cloud console, and we're going to go to the DNS management section. We're going to manage the configuration that we have set up already. We'll see we have bizdevops.net, and that's the domain name. And we're going to set up our DNS as primary DNS configuration. We'll edit the configuration. And we've got our load balancer resource record with its time to live. We configure it as a DNS load balancer, the record name. Edit the configuration further. So it's net A record, and right now we have pool app 1, and pretty much it's set to 100, so everything should go there. We have this load balancer pool, which is comprised of right now just the information on the first site. Now we're going to also enable a simple health check. Obviously, this is an HTTP health check. In a production level environment, we would use an HTTPS health check usually, but for simplicity's sake, we select HTTP. And simple round robin as the methodology of load balancing algorithm to keep it simple. Now we save and exit. We're going to test the application being active in the blue cluster, or the primary cluster in this configuration. We'll see AWS 1, it comes back with AWS 1, which demonstrates that the application is available in the blue site or the A site, however you want to mention it. And we're going to navigate to the simple bookstore app. And we see reviewer 1 and reviewer 2. Now we're going to migrate and create the application on the green cluster and switch over. So all of this is being sort of powered by Ansible. We have some playbooks that we've created to help affect this configuration and simplify the deployment. We go back to our DNS load balancing pools, where I manage the configuration. We still see the same pool, and you'll see different pool member IP addresses. We save and exit. And now we're going to test the new app version in the green cluster. So again, now we see it coming back as AWS 2, so the second availability zone where the second cluster resides. Same essential application with a couple of differences. We navigate, we look, and now we see the difference, which is the 5-star reviews or 4-star reviews for the Community of Errors. Now we're going to take a look at the application health monitors, which maintain the application or ensure the application is available before sending traffic. And we'll see the health of Pool App 1, and the monitors are running as advertised. So that's it. Thank you.